Hello everyone. This is Sivaramishan, Assistant Professor, Department of International Business, Sri Ramakrishna College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. In this video, I am going to explain about GST and overview. So, meaning of Goods and Service Tax, GST. The Goods and Service Tax is a value added tax levied on most goods and services sold for domestic consumption. The GST is paid by consumers, but it is remitted to the government by the businesses selling the goods and services. In effect, GST provides revenue for the government. So, the goods and service tax is a tax on goods and services sold domestically for consumption. The tax is included in the final price and paid by consumers at point of sale and passed to the government by the seller. The GST is a common tax used by the majority of countries globally. The GST is usually taxed as a single rate across a globe. Next, history of GST. The GST journey began in the year 2000 when a committee was set up to draft law. It took 17 years from then for the law to evolve. In 2017, the GST bill was passed in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. On 1st July 2017, the GST law came into force. So here we can see the year 2000, PM Prime Minister Vajpayee set up a committee to draft GST law. Then year 2004, a task force concludes GST must be implemented to improve current tax structure. In the year 2006, Finance Minister proposes GST introduction from April 1, 2010. Then in the year 2007, CST, it means Central Sales Tax, to be passed out. Rates reduced from 4% to 3%. Then 2008, EC finalizes dual GST structure to have separate levy legislation. Then 2010, project to computerize commercial taxes launched but GST implementation postponed. In the year 2011, Constitution Amendment Bill to enable GST law introduced. The year 2012, Standing Committee begins discussion on GST but stalled it over Clause 279B. In the year 2013, Standing Committee tables its reports on GST. In the year 2014, GST bill reintroduced in Parliament by Finance Minister. Then 2015, GST bill passed in Lok Sabha but not passed in Rajya Sabha. In the year 2016, GSTN goes live. In the year 2016, then again amendment model GST law passed in both houses. President gives assent. In the year 2017, 4 supplementary GST bills passed in Lok Sabha and approved by Cabinet. Then Rajya Sabha passes 4 supplementary GST bills. Final GST 2 implemented on July 1, 2017. Then it's Clear Tax launched India first GST software and it's launched on 1st July 2017. Next, overview of GST. Goods and Service Tax. It includes service tax, excise duty, VAT, luxury tax, octroi duty, CST, entertainment tax and state excise duty. Let us see features of GST. One nation and one tax and one market. Events are based on concept of supply, streamlining and cross-utilization of input tax credits. Revolutionary invoice matching concept. Next, GST Council. GST governing body with power to take decision on rates, exemption, threshold exceptions, etc. with 33.33% voting power of union government and 66.66% power lies with the state government. Next, concept of supply. All the earlier laws, taxes were based on events like manufacturing, provision of service, sales, contract entered, agreement made, etc. Under GST, the concept of supply has tremendously increased the scope of taxable events, such as an act of refraining or tolerating or obligating, etc., sale or barter or exchange or transfer license or rental lease disposal of goods, electronic commerce operator, IT services, designing, development, etc., construction services, transfer of title in goods or rights in goods, import of goods or services, treatment of goods, land lease, tenancy or letting out of any building for commerce, and transfer of business assets. Then registrations. Who to register? Registration not required up to turnover up to 20 lakhs and 10 lakhs for special category states, that is current limit proposed in law. No threshold exemption applicable to following items: interstate taxable supply, casual taxable person, liability to pay under RCM, ECOs, NRIs, GST TDS deductors, ISD, online information and data retrieval services, others as may be notified. Next, persons not liable to register. Persons supplying goods or services not liable to tax or wholly exempt. Agriculturist. When to register? Within 30 days from the date of liable to registration. In case of casual taxable person or non-resident taxable person, at least 5 days prior to commencement of business. Other features are single registration for integrated GST, state GST, central GST and UGST per state. Registration required in each state from where supply is made. No centralized registration. Multiple business verticals in a state may opt for separate registration for each business vertical. Next, documents required for registrations, that is proof of constitution of business, details of all bank accounts, proof of principal and additional place of business, details of partners or directors, details of goods or services to be supplied, HSN code of goods and services, photographs of partners or directors or proprietors, any other documents as may be prescribed. Format of provision GST regarding, that is state code, permanent account number, entity number of the same PAN holder in the state, alphabet Z by default, check some digit. Tax invoices or rates. Single goods and services commodity shall have rates prescribed in CGST or SGST and IGST. If the receiver is located within the state CGST and SGST, both shall be made applicable. If the receiver is located in other state, IGST shall be made applicable. 5 or 6 tier rate structure proposed for CGST 20%, SGST 20%, IGST 40% and UGST 20%. In that, 0% for nil rate items, 5% for essential items, 12% for standard rate, 80% is standard rate, 28% for luxury items. Then add levy percentage, add on tax on ultra luxury and demerits items. Then details of the suppliers: GST number, name, address, invoice serial number and date of invoice. Details of the receivers are name, address, state and state code, GST ID or unique ID. Details of consignee, if it is applicable, name, address, state and state code, GST ID or unique ID. Applicability and tax points are: the Act applies to the whole of India except to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. It applies to all goods, generally with the exclusion of petrol and alcohol. The GST Act will merge these indirect central and state taxes into a 5-slab schedule of 0, 5, 12, 18 and 28%. Exporters are exempt from VAT. Imports are usually subject to VAT since the corresponding input tax on exports is deductible. VAT does not affect the competitiveness of domestic firms to export. In India, imports will not come under GST. The GST on every transaction within a state is to be split equally into a central GST and a state GST. When goods are shipped from one state to another, the center will collect an integrated GST from the seller. States have the right to raise the tax on a product or service to 20%. Sender has the right to raise the tax to another 20%, which means that at some point the rate on a product or service can touch a high of 40%. All the current taxpayers registered under VAT, service tax and excise duty are required to migrate to GST. They will furnish the details at GST common portal for the purpose of migrating themselves into GST remain. Once migrated, there will be no need for them to further register themselves. The enrollment process for other existing taxpayers not registered with VAT will be started at a later date. Basically, every supplier whose taxable supply is leviable to tax under GST and his aggregate turnover in a financial year exceeds the whole limit of 20 lakh shall be liable to register himself in the state where he makes the taxable supply. If a person operates different states with the same PAN, he has to register separately in each of those states. Thank you.